evening.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
To do the official welcome and the roll call, I'm going to call on President Designate Junior to do so. PD Junior.
President Paul, I'm on.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, President Paul. A very good evening to all that are on at this time. I'd like to extend special welcome to the 5 young men we'll be inducting this evening. They have made the right decision to become a Kiwanian. Very special welcome also to our LG Rosie, who is online as well. I'm just going to give you the opportunity to bring greetings from your respective clubs, and we'll start from those clubs that are overseas. I am PE Junior. The clubs that are overseas, would they like to bring greetings at this time? All our overseas clubs that are on at this time? No, if not, I'll move to those that are at home here with us. And we'll start with Division 25. Those clubs from Division 25 that would like to bring greetings at this time. Division 25. If not, we'll move to Division 24. Any club from Division 24 that would like to bring greetings at this time? Division 23 then, and we start with 23 West. Those clubs from Division 23 West that would like to bring greetings at this time. 23 East. 23 East. Well, none so far. We'll go to our own Division 23 Central. 23 Central.
Hi, good evening, PE Junior. How are you doing?
I am not doing as well as you.
Oh dear, I'm sure it will improve.
I'm sure you are doing well.
Yes, it will improve as the night progresses. But in the interim, you know, I'm PED, you really say, from the Kiwanis Club of 23 Central, sorry, online. And at this time, we have a delegation of 2, myself and LGD Desmond.
Right.
But I'm sure it will continue to grow as the night progresses. So thank you for the invite. And we look forward to a wonderful induction meeting. Thank you.
Sorry, President Cheryl is also here.
Oh, President Cheryl, when I scanned the room, you weren't there at the minute, but
I've been in from before you came in.
You did not see her.
Oh dear.
I saw her.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yes.
But thank you all. Okay, so we now have a delegation of 3. Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and we sure welcome you at this meeting as usual.
Thanks.
23 Central, Division 23 Central.
Good evening, President Designate Junior. I bring you greetings from the Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew. Right. Presently, I am only seeing 3 members. I know we have a number of committee meetings this evening. Right. So I expect a much larger delegation later. Distinguished President Franklin, hope you have a great meeting. Thanks.
All right, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. 23 Central.
PE Junior, this is DS Paulette, but I'm wearing a dual cap at this time, and I'm claiming my LG for my club at Friends Across Borders. As you can see, my moniker at this time. We sure are having a very good time with you this evening.
Right. And again, thank you for coming. 23 Central. 23 Central. If not, we'll move to our SLPs. Any greetings from our SLPs at this time? No.
President Junior, are you using a laptop?
I am.
Okay, could you tilt the screen a little bit so we can see more of you? Right.
Maybe it was intentional. I didn't recognize it.
Okay.
I was looking at it and saying, no, I can't answer myself, sir.
Okay, that's good.
All right, thank you. Maybe that's why the others didn't want to come on, because they weren't seeing me. All right, our SLPs. If not, are there any non-Kiwanians online now that would like to bring greetings at this time? Non-Kiwanians? I know there are some online, but I reckon they might want to speak later. Not now. Okay, are there anybody else that would like to bring greetings? And as are online, I'd like to bring greetings at this point. If not, I'll just pass you over to
President Junior.
Okay, quiet, man. Go ahead.
President Junior.
Yes, sir.
I would be remiss if I didn't point out there are 2 members of the new club, Kiwanis Club of Nation Builders in the room.
Okay.
But
all right, we'll recognize them. Maybe they don't want to say anything at this point in time.
That's correct.
Yes, but we recognize them. Okay, anybody else that would like to bring greetings at this time? If not, I'll just move back to President Paul and I pass back the baton to him. Your time, President Paul.
Yes, thank you very much, President Designate Junior, for doing the welcome and the roll call of clubs. Apologies for absence. I have one apology from Director Warren McDonald, who has another engagement, so he will not be with us this evening. Did we receive any other apologies, Secretary DLG William?
Treasurer Orville Lewis. Did you get that, President Paul? Treasurer Orville Lewis.
Okay, thank you very much. We move on to the recognition of birthdays and anniversaries. Did you get that from President-elect Designate Newton? Because I reached out to him as well.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, let me just invite anyone on this call celebrating any special occasion, anniversaries or birthday. If you wish to share with us at this time, I invite you to do so. Anyone on this platform? Well, if not, we move on to Kiwanis education, and I'm going to call on LGED Desmond to do so.
Thank you, President Paul. My topic is effects of abstention votes on voting results. Abstention vote is the refusal to vote on a motion for whatever reason. This does not count in tallying the voting results. As per Article 2.2 of the Standard Form for Club Bylaws, members in good standing have all rights and privileges of the club. Once a quorum has been established, members in good standing can vote for, against, or abstain from voting on any club matter. As an example, if the quorum is 20 and 8 abstain from voting, and if no less than a majority vote of the members present and voting is required to approve the business of the club, then with only 12 members having voted, this would require at least 7 members to vote yes to pass the motion. On the other hand, if no less than 2/3 vote of members present and voting is required to approve the motion, then it would require at least 8 affirmative votes to pass the motion. Some other jurisdictions or organization may require a majority or 2/3 vote of the membership to pass the motion. But this is not the case with our standard form for club bylaws and policies. Finally, in both scenarios, the results are unaffected, whether positively or negatively, by abstention votes. Thank you, President. That's it for Kiwanis education.
Yes, thank you very much, LGED Desmond. We'll now have greetings from Lieutenant Governor Rosemarie. LG Rosie.
Thank you very much, President Paul. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of my element this evening. I'm attending my niece's graduation that ran extremely late. So I'm hoping that you all can hear me clearly because I had to find a little spot on the school ground.
Yeah.
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Okay, great. So, good evening, President Paul, all distinguished Kiwanians, fellow Kiwanians and guests. It is indeed my pleasure to be here this evening. Everybody should know by now that my favorite meeting is one where I'm inducting, is either one where I'm inducting new members or we're having our SLP and we're having them at our meetings. So this is my second favorite meeting. And so I'm happy and excited to be here. And I'm looking forward to welcoming our newest members in Kiwanis. Thank you all for having me here. And I look forward to the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, LG Rosie. But before you go, LG Rosie, we should now move into your purpose for being here as well, the induction of our 5 new members. So we will proceed.
Yes, President Paul.
Yes. Kiwanians care about their community. They join clubs to connect with other servant leaders, to multiply their impact and to make the community better. They give their time and talent to enrich the lives of children. Kiwanis is something so good that each of us should want to share it. Surely, there's no better evidence of our willingness to share Kiwanis than to sponsor our new member into our club.
I so agree with you, President Paul. Today, we're very pleased to recognize Secretary LG Willie Reason and President Paul, along with Kiwani and Avian Shaw, for being willing to share their K with our newest members, whom we are going to induct. Sponsors, could you please introduce us to your new members? So, President Paul, you want to start?
I'll yield to Secretary DLG William as my senior Kiwani.
Thank you. Thank you, President Paul.
Okay, Chris.
Yes.
Thank you, LG Rosie. Kiwanians, new Kiwanians, I'm going to ask you to turn on the camera so that we can see you. But my task this afternoon is to introduce my 2 new Kiwanians. First one is Garfield Blake, a member of the Franklin Town Church of God, whom I met recently when a club, together with members of the University of West Indies Circle K, had a joint project at the Franklin Town Church of God Basic School, painting exterior walls of the school. And he showed tremendous interest in becoming a Kiwanian. He has a passion for service, particularly working with children. He's currently the senior salesman with VG Clark Realty Company. He's also the secretary for the Gideon International Chapter, who distributes Bibles all over the world. I present to you Kiwanian Garfield Blake, who has expressed interest in serving on the community services and human spiritual values Committee. Thank you. Thank you, Kiwanis Garfield. Welcome to the Kiwanis Club of Kingston.
Do you want to introduce other prospectors as well, LG William?
Yes, are we just gonna probably ask him if he wanted to say a word? No?
Oh, that's
Kiwanis Garfield, you want to say a word? You're muted.
No, Katie, will you continue, please? We'll just do it all after we're finished the introduction.
Okay, all right.
Fellow Kiwanians, the second new member I wish to introduce is Nelson Cole, a former Key Clubber and past Vice President Donu Park Technical Key Club during 2020-2021. He was named an outstanding vice president at the Jamaica Key Club District Convention and a continuous training conference held earlier this year at Monique College. He is present teaching robotics at St. Peter and Paul Prep. He was a member of the Outreach Project whilst at school, and even today continues serving in that capacity. And very involved with projects at both the school and in the community. I present to you Kiwanis Nelson Cole, who has expressed an interest in serving on the Community Services Human Spiritual Values Committee. Welcome, Kiwanis Nelson Cole.
Yes, thank you very much, Secretary DG William. I will now introduce my two new members. First one, I will introduce Carlo Antonio Mason, who is no stranger to our Kiwanis family. His father is a past chairman of our club, past chairman Lowell Mason. And of course, Carlo has been on many projects with the Kiwanis Club of Kingston, in particular our feeding program at the Mary Atkins shelter each and every third Saturday morning, conducting the worship exercise with the residents. Carlo is a managing director, general manager for the company Laura Lou Enterprise. And he's a very active person in the SDA church, which in fact is one of our projects that we do alongside them at the Mary Atkins shelter, which I mentioned earlier. Carla has expressed an interest to be a member of the club, and with no doubt we gladly approve his membership to serve in the community service, in the area of community service, human and spiritual values, and also our SLP program. So, fellow Kiwanians and guests, I present to you Carlos, who is no doubt a fitting member to serve and to continue his goodwill in the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. My next prospect that I want to introduce is Owen Young Jr. Owen is also no stranger to volunteerism, as he was recently awarded the community development in the category of volunteerism by the Prime Minister in 2022. Owen is also a justice of the peace and a trained mediator. Owen, I first met Owen when we had a project at the Mary Atkins shelter where we had a repainting of the dormitories. And at that time, Owen has expressed an interest to be a member of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston, so as to formalize his community service outreach program and also to give back to community and nation building. So at this point, I present to you Owen Young Jr. to be a member of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. I will now ask Kiwanis Avian Shaw to present his prospect. Kiwanis Avian.
Thank you, President Paul. Good evening again, everyone. This evening, I present to you Mr. Radcliffe Wilson, who is a third-year nursing student at the University of Technology, Jamaica, as well as a security guard at the Andrews Memorial Hospital. I met Radcliffe Wilson through nursing school, where we have grown closer and bonded through actively working together and assisting each other in our studies. But it doesn't end there. He has assisted and participated in other projects or initiatives, including one that I have coordinated at the university for a home for disabled children on May 6, 2022, as well as the Kiwanis Health Fair that was successfully executed on the 29th of April, 2022. It was on this impactful day that Mr. Wilson's interest was concreted in becoming a Kiwanian. And considering Mr. Wilson's background through service and passion for community service, I believe he will make a great asset to this club. Thank you.
Kiwanians Garfield, Nelson, Carlo, Radcliffe, and Owen, it is expected that you will regularly attend club meetings, committee meetings, and to participate in the activities of the club. You will appreciate that unless you attend meetings regularly and partake in the club's activities, it is likely you will soon lose interest.
Kiwanian Garfield, Nelson, Carlo, Radcliffe, and Owen, you have done 108-year strong global organization, one that will serve even more children in its second century of existence. Are you ready to join thousands of others in this quest? And guys, these are where you tell me yes, yes, so I can, get excited that you're ready. So,
yes.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
Are you ready for fun? Because we do have fun. Are you ready to bring smiles to the faces of children and hope to families in our communities?
Most definitely. Yes, we are. I am.
Are you ready to make a difference?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Gentlemen, as I listen to your background, as I listen to the work that you're already doing, I am excited. I am excited to have you join us. I do agree that you're going to be a wonderful addition to the Kiwanis movement, and we're going to see great impact from each of you. And so I am indeed pleased and privileged to formally induct each of you as members of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. I will invite President Paul, and this is all virtual, so I'm sure that they'll be showing your certificate of membership on the screen. President Paul, will we do that this evening?
Yes, we can do that.
Please go ahead and do so now. So Nelson Cole, this serves as your formal acceptance into the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. And we welcome you and look forward to working with you. Welcome again. Radcliffe Wilson, your certificate is on the screen. It is now official. Welcome to Kiwanis. Welcome to Kiwanis Club of Kingston. It has been indicated that you're no stranger, if I remember correctly, to Kiwanis, to charity work. And so we look forward to the impact that you will make in our organization. You're certainly in the right place. Welcome again.
Thank you very much.
so much for making a decision to join Kiwanis. Welcome to our organization. And please feel free to participate in every project, to join us in all the fun and fellowship that we'll have. Come to convention. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much. And I do appreciate your accepting my membership. And I'm looking forward to working with this great institution.
Thank you. Carla Mason, a new day has dawned for you. You're officially, you can't be official anymore. A member of Kiwanis and a member of Kiwanis Club of Kingston. Take advantage of every opportunity that you'll get to serve. Take advantage of every opportunity to meet new friends, to learn new things. That's what we do in Kiwanis. So we look forward to having you with us. Thank you for joining us.
Privilege is mine, and I'm grateful to be able to join this August organization, and I pray that my contribution will be of significance. Thank you for the privilege.
Thank you. I know it will. I have no doubt. You will also receive pins. I urge you to wear those with pride, as it will signify the not just the organization that you have joined, but what you are also going to be doing. I missed Radcliffe. We didn't do Radcliffe before. Last but not least, Radcliffe Wilson. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you so much for being a part of our organization. We always need new hands to do so much more. There is a lot of work up there. More than ever, our world needs Kiwanis, and Kiwanis certainly need you. So thank you, and welcome to our organization.
I appreciate the warm welcome from everyone. The pleasure, mine. I'm so overwhelmed, and I always wanted to be a part of something great. I think I'm in the right. Well, I believe I'm in the right place.
I know you're in the right place.
Yes, and I'm willing to work and make it everything that it should be. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. I now invite the members of the club and guests to stand and recite the objects of Kiwanis International. President Paul, who will lead us into it?
I'm DLG William.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Well, Kiwanis, join me in reciting Kiwanis objects. We give primacy to the human and spiritual rather than to the
material values of life.
To encourage the daily living of the golden rule in all human relationships. To promote the adoption and the application of higher social, business, and professional standards. To develop by precept and example a more intelligent, aggressive, and serviceable citizenship. To provide through Kiwanis Club a practical means to form enduring friendship, to render objective service, and to build better communities. To cooperate in creating and maintaining that sound public opinion and high idealism, which makes possible the increase of righteousness, justice, patriotism, and goodwill.
Thank you, dear G. Willie. These are the values that we live by, both in our organizations as Kiwanian and out in the world as we go day by day. President Paul, Secretary Dale G. Willie, Kiwanian Avian, your club and the Kiwanis movement, thank you for your willingness to share the values of service and fellowship in Kiwanis with our new members. A new member for your club means new ideas, new enthusiasm, greater fellowship, and greater service. New members help us to become more impactful, more relevant, and more diverse. Today, the Kiwanis Club of Kingston has more hands to serve the children of our community. Congratulations, President Paul. Congratulations, Secretary Dale G. Willie. Congratulations, Kiwani and Evian. And welcome to Kiwanis, Kiwanian, Garfield, Nelson, Carlo, Radcliffe, and Owen. I now invite the members to open their mics and let us greet our new Kiwanians and welcome them with a round of applause. Welcome again, everyone, and thanks again to the sponsors. Handing back to you, President Paul.
Thank you very much, LG Rosie, for officiating our induction ceremony. We'll move on to the vote of thanks, and I'm going to call on DLGE Stan Dunwell to do so.
Thank you, President Paul. It is indeed a pleasure for me to extend the vote of thanks to all the members who have participated in the induction of these 5 new Kiwanians. First of all, I would like to thank LG Rosie for attending and participating in the induction of our 5 new members. She did mention at the beginning that there are 2 aspects of Kiwanis that she likes the best, or better, most, and that's inducting new members and be among the SLP members. And for that, we thank you very much, Rosie, and thanks for participating. I see that you are at another function, but you are able to find the time and the place that you would be able to participate. I would also like to thank President Paul, the LG William Reeson, and Avian, Kiwani and Avian, who have introduced these 5 new members. I would also like to thank the new members for joining the club and becoming a member of the Kiwanis movement, and in particular, the Kiwanis Club of Kingston. I would also like to thank distinguished President Stuart Spencer, who assisted in ensuring that we had the certificates ready and be posted, he along with Secretary William. Once again, thanks all present, and thank the members, other guests and other Kiwanians who are participating at the platform at this time. Thank you very much, President Paul, and back to you.
Yes, thank you very much, DLG Stan.
Okay.
Vote of thanks. And thanks again, express my thanks to DP Stewart for doing our certificates as well. I see Past Chairman Lowell online. Welcome, Past Chairman Lowell. It's good that you're here to see the induction of your son. Thank you so very much for being here. But we'll have an item of entertainment.
President Paul, before
Yes.
you do that, I don't know if any of our inductees had, well, you mentioned Carlo's father, but I
Yes.
don't know if any of the others had any of their personal guests. If they did, maybe we could ask them to introduce them.
Yes, I will take that now DP Stewart. Kiwani Owen or Kiwani Nelson or Kiwani Radcliffe or Kiwani Garfield. Do you have any guests on this call that you would like to introduce?
Well, I had passed on the link to a couple of others, but some of them are at work, some are on their way, some will say they will log on at a later time. So I haven't gotten back any feedback from any of them as yet.
And some may watch it on YouTube after.
There you go.
Yes. Kiwani Owen.
Yes,
President Paul. I was just checking. I think I had a Miss Lindsay and a Miss McPherson online, but I'm not sure if they're still here. I was just looking through the contact list.
Yes, I see Sharice Lindsay.
Oh, yes, that is correct.
Welcome. Yes, thank you for being here, Miss Lindsay.
I'd like to introduce my mother, Janet Lyons, which is a member of Kiwanis Club of New Kingston, and also Adlet Douglas, which is my mentor.
Okay, F.A. Adlet, welcome. Thank you. Kiwani Radcliffe.
Yes, I'd like to welcome my best friend, my fiance, and other friends and members. Should I mention their name?
Sure.
Sure, it would be kind of you to do so.
Yes.
Okay, so Tanisha Griffiths, Amar Boris, Shane, and other members. I'm not sure how many persons are here, but I think it's...
Well, thank you very much, and I want to extend welcome to your guests as well for joining your induction ceremony. Thank you so very much for being here. We have an item of entertainment from our SLP member, DLG Giselle, at this time. DLG Giselle?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So sorry that I was able to turn on my camera. Congratulations to the newly inducted members. We hope all the best for you in your endeavor to serve the children of the world. Congratulations, DVP Nelson from the Dunoon family. We're super proud of you. And I hope you enjoy this song. It's Build My Life by Pat Barrett. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Lord Jesus, the name above every other name. Lord Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. And holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. We live for you. Lord Jesus, the name above every other name. Lord Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. We live for you. And holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are and fill me and lead me in your love to those around me. Will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation, and help me put my trust in you alone, so I will never be shaken. That's it.
Thank you so very much, DLG Giselle, for that beautiful song. I'm going to call on our Sergeant at Arms at this time, Kiwani and Zuri, to extract some fines. No blanket fines this week, Kiwani and Zuri.
Why?
Because I said so.
So does that mean that the secretary is going to be paying a fine for you for trying to dictate to the sergeant how to start?
You can't find the president.
No, that's why I said the secretary is going to pay a fine for you. Right?
All right, then go ahead.
So on the president's invitation, there's a blanket fine of $200 for everyone. Last week, I was given a break, and then there were some people who did not take kindly to the break. They did not want the break. And so for showing a lack of gratitude to the Sarge, Ralston, Christopher, $500 each. That's your charge for this week. Kiwani and Evian Shaw, $300 your charge for not putting on your camera when you are introducing your prospect. And we're gonna just continue the celebrations. Have a good evening, everyone, and persons who are sad, remember to pay the fine because there's a fine for not paying. All right?
Kiwani and Zuri, you missed a good opportunity, you know, because I mean, PE Junior was showing just his top of his head. And, you know, I had to kind of show him how he should show himself. So that was a good subject for a fine.
Yes.
And then when he becomes president, he cannot be fined.
Yes, so you have
to do it now.
So thank you, Sir Stuart. So PE Junior, that sounds like $500.
You have unlimited time to do so.
And that's why we're doing it now, 500.
All right. All right.
Have a good evening, everyone.
So no joke this week, Sarge.
Well, you see, because of we want to keep it. We're celebrating. We don't want any jokes, so we have to be asking for plates.
All right then.
2017 World Champion Omar McLeod says loss of training time due to grieving.
We'll move on to notices and announcements for the week and interclubbing opportunities. And we're going to ask Secretary DLG William to present those to us at this time.
Thank you, President Paul. Before I bring notice and announcement, let me express my own thanks to Giselle, who never said no when I asked her this morning, in spite of tomorrow she's sitting her final examination. So best of luck tomorrow, Giselle, and thank you very, very much. Respect to notices and announcements. Let me first read a letter which I just received this afternoon through the post. And it's from Kiwanis Children's Fund. If you permit me, President Paul, I'll just quickly read it. It says, Dear William, coming together to give is one of the most powerful ways to show a unified commitment to serving the children of the world. Thanks to support from the club, the Kiwanis Children's Fund helps Kiwanis serve children in many places, in many ways. Picture the smile of a little boy with the first book that he can call his own. Think of the students who won't go hungry over the weekend because Kiwanis packed backpacks with food. And imagine the gratitude of a key club member who knows that Kiwanians are investing in her future and education. Those are just a few examples of what your support has been made possible. To recognize the club's cumulative donation in the 2020-21 Kiwanis year, I'm including an annual club gift banner patch. I hope you'll celebrate this honor with your club members and share the impact you're making. With your support, you're reaching kids who need Kiwanis all around the world. Over the signature of Pam F. Norman, Chief Philanthropy Officer, Kiwanis International and Kiwanis Children Fund. In respect to notices, on July 2, Saturday, is a CLE training conference at the St. Andrew High School for girls, 9:30 a.m. It's virtual, but all incoming presidents, president-elect, treasurer, and chairman for membership growth and education are asked to attend, as it counts towards your distinguished club criteria for 2022 to 2023. So, fellow Kiwanians, I'm asking for your support and to do everything possible to be present, whether virtually or face-to-face. If you're going face-to-face, I've sent out twice the link so you can register. And I believe this evening at 12 o'clock is the deadline. July the 4th is our board meeting, virtual board meeting at 7 p.m. July the 6th, we're having a fundraising meeting to discuss the recently concluded annual Barbie Fry, at which we sold over 895 tickets, and upcoming benefit performance in National Dance Theatre Group on Saturday, July 30th at home of Past Director Garfield Wynn at 6 p.m. Director Warren, who has extended his apologies this evening, has extended the invitation to the members of the fundraising committee. On July 31, following evening of fun at our National Dance Theatre, is a one-day convention at the Grand Bahia Hotel. Registration closes on Thursday, June 30th. If you are going, please ensure you register by Thursday evening, or just let me have your name that I can register you. And just a reminder that the East NC District Convention being held in Fredericton, Nova Scotia from August 19th to 21st. At our board meeting, we will be electing our delegates for district convention. So far as interclubbing opportunities, we'll be interclubbing with Kiwanis Club of New Kingston tomorrow night and Kiwanis Club of North St. Andrew on Thursday. President Paul, those are notices and announcements and interclubbing opportunities. You may want to ask any member present if they have any announcements to make. But by the way, President Paul, I think we were remiss if we didn't say congratulations to the members of our new club, Kiwanis Club of Nation Builders. And I see now that we have President Ashell with us, along with 3 of her members. So congratulations again, President Ashell, and members of the Kiwanis Club of Nation Builders. Over to you, President Paul.
Yes, thank you very much, dear G. William and President Ashell. Welcome, and thank you so very much for being here with your delegation. I'm asked, anyone has any announcement to make? Any visiting clubs? Well, I don't see anyone making announcements in the chat or have anything to say at this time. So I'm going to move on with our agenda. At this time, we'll have the thought for the week, and I'm going to ask DP Stewart to present his 2 thoughts at this time.
Thank you, President Paul. Just checking, are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you clearly.
Okay, good. Okay, my first thought goes like this. Some may succeed because they are destined to, but most succeed because they are determined to. And that's a quote from Henry Ford. And then my second one is pretty short. It says, the only disability is a bad attitude. And those are my 2 thoughts, President Paul.
Thank you very much, DP Stewart. Well, it was a good meeting, and our new members of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston, the 5 of you that were inducted earlier, it's great that we have you a part of our team, and also thanks to all your guests that were able to join to witness your induction into this club. So we'll move on to the termination of our meeting, and I'm going to ask that we all raise a toast to Kiwanis International and to Jamaica Land We Love. This meeting of the Kiwanis Club of Kingston is now terminated at 8:03 p.m. Thank you very much.
Okay, I just stopped the recording. To our new members,